All right. So as you can see on the screen, and I kind of spoke about in my short video talking about how not random the market is, just, showing off a little bit some of the support resistance levels. And by the way, I do think I got the yellow line a little bit off kilter, so it might not be exactly accurate, but you're starting to get the bigger, broader picture here. The support resistance levels come into play again and again and again. And guess what? It doesn't matter whether you're an investor or a trader, as people like to classify themselves. Let me ask a question. What if you both have a long-term investment portfolio that you've been gathering for a long time, that already in fact is yielding very nice results, but you also dabble and buy and sell here and there. Maybe you do even options, maybe even do some real estate externally of the stock market, maybe you do cryptocurrency as well. What are you then? The definition is not to define what you are, but it's more so to talk about the sort of entry point, the sort of position you're taking in the current. Well, all of them are really trades. You can argue that some of them are long-term trades, some of them are short-term trades. It's not about the length that we define these things by. It really is by what these things really are. And, oftentimes I believe that people will initiate and take action based upon how the price action is working out, how the company is playing out, and not their own just, random feelings and gut feelings and whatnot. This is just a small portion. You can actually, hopefully, some people from the Academy will see this video as well and will comment on this and will be able to tell you exactly how these levels occur, why they're so consistent, how to, well, they'll not tell you how to, but rather they'll tell you that I actually teach all that wonderful stuff in my Academy, in my one-on-one Academy, which, by the way, if you go to patreon.com/investory right now, you'll find that most of the tiers are actually up to 70% discounted now, and on top of it you can get an annual discount by actually paying annually. It's 20% on top of the price. And yes, the price will be increasing. It's only an opportunity that I'm keeping this way on purpose. In fact, some of those tiers were actually locked off for the past 4 months. So if you really want to learn how all that wonderful stuff works, I highly recommend you join the community. I will then one-on-one, literally, I have sessions with my students where I teach one-on-one how these sort of things work. And it's not just a library of material that you're granted and then, go ahead, good luck from there on out. You need to figure things out on your own. That's not how it works. In fact, not at all. What it really is one-on-one sessions, tutoring, where I teach you one-on-one exactly how these technical tools allow you to identify support resistance levels, their strength, cyclicality, momentum, patterns, harmonic patterns that is, and so many other things that most people are not even familiar with. In fact, you can ask my students, those who actually gone through the Academy, to ask them, you'll need to join the Discord, the community itself. You'll be able to actually ask them and learn that some of the technical analysts, the so-called experts in the YouTube sphere, are nowhere near as good as they claim to be. Pardon me for the blinding light. Hopefully we'll be fine by now. So yeah, you can actually join the community, talk to the members. No one says you have to stay there, when definitely I highly recommend you do it now while the prices are very convenient and up to 70% discounted at the moment, because I will be increasing the prices. Actually the $30 tier, that most basic tier that sort of allows you to join the community and, get this initial feeling for what technicals are, how accurately they work, because I do post on the daily basis for all my Patreon members updates on the market, my expectations, why and how. Of course, the Academy members are far more knowledgeable than the average Patreon. This is why I highly recommend inquiring about the Academy, about the one-on-one Academy, in which I'll actually one-on-one teach you how technical analysis works. That's it, boys and girls. I guess that's all I wanted to say. Hopefully I'll see you in the community and I'll get to, hang out with you and actually show you how these things work and why. Have a great weekend. Peace.